What made you decide to start the Wilderness?
I woke up in the middle of the night and was thinking about why we don't have a search engine for independent blogs. And so then I spent the next few weeks researching how search engines work and realized that I didn't have the computing power that a company like Google does to just scrape the internet for content. And the best way of building something like a platform for independent blogs would be to have users upload blogs to a site. Blogs and websites that are not associated with a mainstream news outlet or written by an AI or... Okay, so when I was 20, I developed a really serious illness and I didn't really want to go through the medical procedures that were being recommended to me by doctors because the side effects were so awful, what they were describing to me. So I decided to kind of go off the beaten path. The only way to find new information at the time was through blogs that were being written by people interested in nutrition or alternative health or holistic health. And I ended up finding dozens and dozens of blogs about nutrition, and that ended up allowing me to recover my health eventually. From about 2008 to 2014, search engines were pretty good. When you Googled stuff, almost like pretty much the only results you would get would be independent websites and blogs that people were writing, because that was the only thing that was on the internet at the time. Big corporations hadn't really quite figured out how to dominate the first pages of Google as thoroughly yet. Since then, the internet has kind of become consolidated onto 5 to 10 websites. So like Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Reddit, Instagram. So those independent blogs are no longer showing up as the first search results. When you do a search on Google, oftentimes what you get is the first thing will be a bunch of ads. The second thing might be a Wikipedia page. And the third through fifth things might be content that's clearly written by a bot or an AI. Might get an NPR article or a New York Times article that's relevant or sort of relevant. And after that, you just get more and more garbage. You don't really find these like independent WordPress, Blogspot blogs anymore. Typically, it's bloggers, no matter what they're writing about, are kind of amateur experts in whatever they're writing about. And so they've done tons and tons of reading and researching and analysis of whatever their topics of interest are. You read a newspaper article, a lot of times what people find is, if they're an expert in that subject, is that the journalist is not really representing the full scope of what they're writing about, or they're getting it wrong, or they're misrepresenting things. Number one, you kind of have to stand behind what you're saying. It's like you're kind of standing behind the body of essays that you've written. And so it's like it's very easy to see all of the articles that you've written and to kind of go through and challenge each of them. A lot of independent blogs, especially when they are breaking down like complicated topics, it's like the bloggers are willing to do really deep, thorough, comprehensive analysis in a way that you don't see from like mainstream sources. Mainstream sources tend to be like an inch deep. Maybe we'll cover, some disparate parts of that topic, but someone who's writing a blog, if they're really, really interested in nutrition, is going to go super, super deep and read every single paper about the topic and break down every single independent data set that they can find. We accept blogs of any kind, including ones that are now no longer being updated. So old content is fine, new content is fine too. And then when you upload something, we ask that you upload an image. What we've been doing for now is like screenshots of the front page of the blog, just so that people can kind of see what site that they'll land on. And then you can tag the blog with subject tags, and that allows users to search for blogs and link blogs according to subject. For now, it's just finding blogs and it's not finding specific articles. Eventually, we'll get to the point where we'll have a list of articles for each blog on the site using RSS feeds. The way Google works is it's everything. They're showing you all the ads and the bot content and the Wikipedia pages, and we're really focused on these just kind of niche independent sites that are buried in Google searches. We really need people who have been following blogs for a long time or who have blogged themselves to help us grow the site and help us add websites and blogs and other independent websites to the site so that this can be a really lively and engaging platform for people to use. The Wildernet is similar to a card catalog at the library or like a Yellow Pages. Like basically a directory of cool little sites on the internet that are currently buried underneath these search algorithms that are no longer allowing users to find and discover new sites. We're using tags to categorize by topic these different sites. You can also write reviews for the site. That's a feature right now. And we're about to roll out a save blog feature so that you can have it saved in your profile and go back to it if you want to go back and read it.